Hi friends, welcome to my channel Programming with RS. Today I am going to explain you about how to deal with the rows and columns, how we can modify the rows and columns, and how we can reduce, how we can enlarge the contents inside the columns and rows, and a little bit introduction about formulas and functions. So let me start Microsoft Excel. Before going to start Microsoft Excel, please subscribe my channel Programming with RS. Okay, now I am going to start Microsoft Excel blank workbook. Right here, so today, by the end of this video, I am going to explain you how we can deal with these columns and rows, and how we can resize them, and how we can modify based on the data, and the formulas, how we can insert, how we can have a formulas and functions we can use in these cells. Right, let me start how we can modify the columns. Now this is a column I have. Suppose I have the information like a large information I have, so it is extended, right? So if I want to use if I want to enlarge this, a special symbol will come with a double arrow. So here you can drag it till the end of the text wherever you want. Otherwise I'm using, once again, like here I can have a double click. So the double click also will check the data which is available in the column A. The total, based on the data, the information will be displayed, right? So here this is what, so the information, how we can enlarge the total column. So even the so this is also called as an auto fit. Auto fit means that here the column actually, the column length is column width is this one, right? So you are giving that auto fit so that the information will be stored. So how to do, so you can have a double click here, you can make a double click, or otherwise you can drag. So even suppose here if I have one more information so this one, so this information I have, so I want to set it for both. Even I can go for the both, and I can have a double click, so that based on the data on the total on the two columns, even you can have a number of columns, based on the data the column will be auto fit. So here you observe it's having less characters and it's having more characters, right? So based on the data it may set it will set the total width of the column, right? So here how we can have the rows. So rows height also we can set. So we can see this, what is the width of the column width. You can have a right click column width. So this is the column width 64.14. so even I can have 80 also, so that it will modifies. So where if you want to increase, based on the information that you can increase, you can have a fixed thing, or you can have a auto fit also. So now let me come to the rows. Suppose I want to display the information I want to save this 100. So this is what, so here this is here, even if I want to change the font and size, it will modifies, right? So even I can change this. So even I can increase the width of the row height, and I can set the font also, so 25, and even I can have the minimum, the cells. So this is the alignment part, where I can have the data in middle, right? Even I can have in a down, so it's in the middle. So this is that with respect to the x-axis and with respect to the y-axis. So this is with respect to the y-axis, right? So like here you can have an alignment based on your requirement. You can set based on your where you want to keep. You can set the alignment, and you can have, suppose the data is less, the column is less and the data is more, you can go for wrap text. So the wrap text is nothing but it will auto adjust based on the column the cell information. So wrap text will give, you can observe the data is not visible. So here if you give this wrap text, what will happen that it will auto adjust based on the column width. So this is how we can wrap the text, right? And even suppose sometimes you will have an you have the things like you can merge the two columns. So this is at the C, I have ABC and here XYZ. So I want to merge, so the both one I need to merge means that only one will be lies, like the ABC will lose. So there is a message come that upper left value will be discards the other values. So what will happen that whatever the, so if you want to merge the information, it's very important. So only one cell value will be available, the remaining will lost. So before doing merging, it's very important to check the data whether you have done. Otherwise you can go for Ctrl Z also. So Ctrl Z will get undo, so you will get the actual data whatever you have earlier. So whenever you are merging, so it's very important. Most of the formulas will not work if you use the merge cells. So even in the auto complete also will not work, the merging cells. Mostly it's not it is not suggestible to use the merging cells, but if it is mandatory, then you can go for merging cells. So how to do the merge cells, you can see this. So this total I am merging, right? This total will be considered as one cell, but the starting address is nothing but B9. So the B9 will be the value. So whatever the B9 value, if I use that, the information will be stored here. B9, how you can say it? B9, it's a B and it's a 9, right? So this is how you can use, and how to delete the columns and how to delete the rows. So you can see this. Now you have right click, you have the delete option, so you can delete directly. You can delete the column, or you can have a insert the column also. So sometimes you will have that the total information should be deleted from this column, and then you can go for clear contents. So whenever you have that merged cells, once again it will prompt for that, you can go for OK. So what is that happen? So if the merged cells is this, it will not allow you to delete. Let's suppose if I have the information here, if I have the information like here, I can delete it, I can have a clear contents. So but here if I am trying the same thing, it doesn't work. So you can observe why we can't do that with the merged cells. It's very like once if you remove these merged cells, then only it will work. Until unless if you won't delete, those many operations will not work with the merged cells, right? So now how to delete the rows? So this is how, like right click, you can have a delete, right? Even you can go for the delete option. So directly you can have a delete option here, delete. Once again delete you can do. So one shortkey for doing the last operation is nothing but F4. Now I am clicking on F4. It is not like here. If I click on this and if I use a F4, then it will delete it will do the last operation whatever I have performed. So here this is how you can delete the rows, and you can insert the rows. Here you can have insert rows also, and even you can have a clear contents also. The same thing it will here applies, right? So this is how you can have a wrapping text and how you can merge the cells, right? So now I am unmerging it, right? So this is what happened. So now let me come to that the formulas part. So what is a formula? Why the formula is required? So now day-to-day analysis. So if I go for the new sheet, so whenever I am performing in a formula, so I want to do the operations regularly. So it's not possible to do every time the multiplication and division and all these operations. It's not possible. So for that I can use the Excel sheet efficiently, where it will perform the operation automatically. So you can see this. Here I am using a product information. So the product is having the name and the quantity, and I have a price, right? So now you have the total. The total here I have the 2 1 2, like I have 5 products, right? I'm using it, I'm keeping in the middle, I'm having a right alignment, and I'm using this bold, right? I'm changing some text, right? So now I'm giving some shade for the display purpose, right? So now here the total information will be displayed in some other color, right? So here this is what like where I can have the information. So I need a formula here, right? So the ABC is a product name, ABC XYZ is one more product name, PQR RST, like AAA BBBB CCC. So these are the products you have, and the quantities here 1 2 5. So even I can drag it, so I can drag this. So once again it is okay, fine. So now we based on the upper data only it will comes, right? So for that I am going to with one more, so I can have an auto drag. That's 6 5 6 7 8, and the price is 10 30 4 44, like so. This is how so this is the data we have. So now now I can use this the formulas, as here I can use the equal symbol. So I can have a quantity into price. Quantity I am selecting E7 into price. So after that I need to give enter. So this is, we can say this is a relative reference. So this is a relative with respect to this, the relatively the reference is given, that E7 and F7. If I give enter, and if I have a autofill, like here I can give this. If I double click on this, so automatically the data is going to be filled up, right? So even I can use a control D also. So how to use this? So go to use like go to the particular cell and go to down arrow. You can use control plus D, right? The total formula will be copied here. So this is what the relative reference. So here the formula is nothing but E7 into F7. So this is a formula you have, right? So even I can have many formulas here equal to like I can have an average. So in many analysis we can do by using these formulas. Now you can have a I can reduce the price, and even I can have a reduced price, right? Reduced price. So reduced price I can have with this equal. I can have a price value I can decrease by 2% I can have, so divided by 100. Right, so the 2% is like I can reduce the price by 2%. So the value I can give what is the value here? I can give the value, that percentage value also. So I can have a reduced percentage also. So if I reduce the value by 2%, that 10 is nothing but 8, 2%, right? Even I can have the formulas like this. Even I can use this reduced price, and I can give the values also. So how much percentage is going to how many rupees it is going to come, even we can give a rupees format also. For that you can visit my previous video about the cell basics. There I have explained very well about that, how to format the cells. Now let me come to this the absolute reference. Now, so whatever the values you are doing here, whatever the you are doing, this is being done with relative reference, right? So now let me give an example about, so I want to fix this. I have a fixed price. I don't have for all this, sorry, I can take a fixed price for that all the products. So that is nothing but 20, right? So this is a fixed price. I want to make use this, I don't want to use this price, I want to use this fixed price. So there you will have some situations where you are going to use the fixed things into the multiplication. So then you can use this formula, right? So in the place of F7 you need to use the F5, and as well as you can have a dollar symbol. So why this dollar is required, why the dollar is required? To have a fixed, right? So where the F is fixed and 5 is fixed. F is nothing but the column we are fixing, 5 is nothing but the row is on, once again we are fixing. So even if you use the autofill, it doesn't change. So you can observe that Fi is fixed, Fi is fixed, right? So this is what how we can have, like whenever you want to fix that particular, then you can use this, you can make use this, so that the column value and row value is going to be fixed. Suppose if I want to change the column value, if I doesn't want to change the column value, and if I doesn't want to change the row, then you can use this. Otherwise you can use this, there is no need to give this dollar symbol, right? So if I make use this, so where you will get actually, so if I use if I save this and if I use it in some other sheet, so now I am saving this sheet, save as desktop 5 dot, so 5 2003, just saving, right? Save. So here I have one more Excel sheet, that is 4th, right? So this is what, sorry, I have a second. So I want to make use this in the in the second sheet. So in the 5 sheet I have this one, and I want to use this. If I use this, what will happen, like here you can observe the 5 XLS sheet to $C$6, right? Even if I use it, the same thing will come, right? But you don't want this one, right? You want this to be modified, like so. You should want to a relative solution, then you can use this, right? Then the actual things will come here, right? Here you can have this. What happens is, have you observed, like, yeah, I'm going to the right, towards right, right? So now you can have this total information is being replaced by, right? So now I can have a double click. That's it. So now I don't want this one. Now I don't want this one. So I am using it. So this is what here even I can use this copy and paste. I want the top one, right? So I can paste it. So the 20k right here, I am saving it. So here you can observe that information is not available in this 5 tables. So the information it is not available. So but even it is displaying as 0. Then I can go for like I can have a condition like if this is equivalent to 0, I can have a condition I doesn't want to display anything. Simple, right? So it is not displaying. So the same thing here. So what will happen, like here I am giving this in the odd borders. So whatever the changes I made here, you can observe. So here XYZ I am deleting as triple S. So that information is being updated. Have you observed? So this is what so there whatever the things you modified. So now here in this file sheet I have modified the base price as 30, right? The same thing is been updated. So in the 5th sheet I modified, and in the 2nd sheet it was updated, right? So this is how we can have a linking of sheets with the formulas, where you can have absolute and relative references. So this is a very simple example where without how we can refer to the different sheets with the absolute and relative references. In the coming videos I will go with the in depth about the formulas, what are the types of formulas we have, and where we can use these formulas in our regular office work. So please subscribe my channel and please click on the notifications so that I can whenever I upload my new video, you will get a notification. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.